Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we are going to talk to you about Bike Month and all the wonderful activities going on in Hampton during the month of May. My guest is Alison Eubank. Welcome.
Hi.
You have kind of grown this from the ground up. Tell me about the biking initiative and how it got started and what you do.
Sure. The city adopted our first bike and pedestrian plan in December of 2016, and so we've been building our different items since there, working to implement the bike plan, and part of that is kind of the fun activity side, and that includes our Bike Month events. So our first one is on May 1st.
Woo!
And that will be a ride with the mayor, with Mayor Tuck, and that will be a casual ride around downtown.
He's such a good sport. Like, he is up for stuff.
Yeah, he's ridden bikes with us before. And so we're going to do our Bike Month proclamation that day to really kick it off.
That's nice. And then you'll ride just kind of downtown.
Yeah, casual ride, all ages, so skill levels. We've been doing casual rides once a month in different neighborhoods around the city as well on the fourth Sunday of the month, so this will be much like that.
Bigger, probably.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a lot of people come join us for that, but it'll be a similar style. So if that's something you like, then you should come join us, and then you can also chat up the mayor and tell him how great bicycling is.
Work toward those longer term goals, which we'll talk about again in a second.
Yes.
Okay,
And then on Sunday, May the 6th, we have Words on Wheels, which this will be our second year holding Words on Wheels. This year it is going to be in Phoebus at the Phoebus Waterfront Park, which is this kind of small green park as you go over the Mellon Street or the Mugler Bridge into Fort Monroe. That will be our home base, and from there riders will ride to different businesses at Fort Monroe, Phoebus, and downtown to collect their letters and come back and build them onto a playing board. So the team that builds the word worth the most points will get a prize.
So this is a team thing, and how does it work? Are there limits on the number of teams? Like, the more people, the better, right?
Bring your friends, create a team. Our prize will be given out in a 4-pack, but you can come with a team of 10. You can come with a team of 2. If you want to play by yourself, that's fine too. But this is a way to visit some different businesses, to ride around on your bike, and to use your brain a little bit too.
And this was downtown last year.
It was downtown last year. This year we're moving it to Phoebus, and that way we can reach some different destinations.
There's so many new things open in Phoebus too. It is a great time for people to do that. Now, do you know which businesses? You just kind of
I think we've almost finalized the list. We've asked businesses to participate, so it's totally up to them. And of course, it depends a little bit on the hours of the business. Some businesses are closed on Sunday.
Right. So that sounds like fun. Is there a fee for any of this, Alison?
No, all of our events are free, open to the general public. And then Bike to Work Week is May 14th through 18th. We're just encouraging people to ride to work if they can. Feel free to send pictures our way, or if you put them on social media to tag us with Bike Walk Hampton. And then I'd say our signature event, our biggest event, is Tour de Fort, held at Fort Monroe at Ouzelfinch Craft Brewery. They're our main sponsor for that. And we do ask that you pre-register for that, which is via Eventbrite, the link for that. But that's still free. It helps us get our numbers so we know how many volunteers that we need to lead our different rides.
So you do more than one ride at Fort Monroe?
We do. There are 5 different rides so that you can get all the different skill levels. You can go on a long ride, work up your Sunday sweat if you want, or if you just want kind of a Sunday casual ride. We have a family ride. You can bring your whole family with you. Kids in trailers, kids on their little bikes. We have a history tour if you really just want to come learn about the history of Fort Monroe. There are some ride leaders from the casemate that will take you around and share that with you.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things about Fort Monroe is it's a very low traffic place, and so I think people feel more comfortable biking there than in some other places. I mean, I think downtown and Phoebus are good too, but the bike to work thing, a lot of people run into concerns about the big roads and traffic. And
yeah, we know a lot of people live and work fairly far apart in this region, so we haven't established any official bike to work events, but if people can, we encourage them.
It's a good thing. It's one of my goals to start biking to work more. I don't know if I did it but 1 or 2 times last year, but the year before I was much better. It's just so weather dependent, and if you need a car during the day, and it can be really tricky, but it's just a good thing to keep in people's minds. Do it when you can.
Yeah.
It all helps. We cannot build enough streets in Hampton roads to accompany all the cars and all the growth we're going to have if everybody got in one individual car and drove every day.
And sometimes you can get where you want to go faster on your bicycle.
You can. And you know, the other thing is, if you're going to go to the gym and work out, why not work out during your day as a part of your day rather than making it a separate thing? It all just makes sense when you can do it. So, since we have a few more minutes, if I can, talk about the bike plan. I mean, I think I had a reporter contact me and say, "What have we done on the bike plan? Is it implemented yet?" It's not going to happen real quickly.
Yeah, I would say the plan is not implemented, but we are working on it. Given that it's just a bit over a year past the adoption, we're working really hard. We have our first Bike and Pedestrian Advisory Committee that began meeting in August. And so there will be a few of those spots that will be up for new spots to be filled. We have a few of those that are 3-year terms, 2-year terms, and 1-year terms. So that's what we started with as we're getting this going. So a few of those spots will be looking to be filled. We'll put that back out again this summer if people are interested in serving on that. We meet the 3rd Tuesday of the month, so just once a month. And then we are doing the 4th Sunday rides, which are very casual and move around if people are looking for a way to get out and ride a little bit but aren't up for buying a fancy bike and wearing a lot of spandex, but looking to get a little bit more comfortable on the road or just meet some new people. We're starting to have a lot of regulars that come out. It's a nice little group. And then
I think people feel like there's some safety in numbers too. If I'm trying to ride down Kickotan by myself, I get a little nervous.
And we have a bicycle police officer that comes with us every time, kind of on that safety front, and talk about rules of the road. It's also good for the cars to see cyclists out and start getting used to it.
Yes.
And then we are doing things like kind of the less fun side of it as far as the public is concerned, but the very important side of it, we're applying for funding. So we are, hopefully that will be finalized soon, but the applications that we put in this year are for funding to make some improvements to Mercury Boulevard and Mellon Street as you approach Fort Monroe, not Mercury Boulevard right through the heart of Coliseum Central. That's much more challenging. But to kind of give it a road diet and reduce some of those lanes. Traffic patterns have changed somewhat since the military base is no longer at Fort Monroe. But since much of that area is already pretty friendly for cyclists, kind of making some of those other main connections. So we think we should receive that funding. Hopefully that will be finalized.
Well, that's good.
soon.
And I know the Public Works Department works really hard at getting, and it's funny, but it's air quality funds. But the way you improve the air quality is you reduce the number of cars by encouraging people to bike and
there are a
walk.
lot of different federal funding streams, and some of them are a little bit better for when you're trying to get funding to make bicycle and pedestrian improvements. So those planners of us who work on bike and ped stuff have been working really close with our Public Works Department to figure out
and you as
how
a
to move
planner,
forward.
you know that things are like really long term. Like you don't expect all of a sudden there's going to be bike paths everywhere or people's habits are going to change. It is a really slow, gradual.
Yes, but we are excited about the people that have come out and see that there's a lot of interest in the community. And then there are some things that have been in the works for a long time. Some work should start on Pembroke this summer in a couple of months, and that will have extend the bike lanes that are already coming from Buckrow Beach.
Well, see, and that,
coming towards the west, towards downtown. So those will extend kind of in front of the Buckrow Shopping Center. I believe they go to Grimes.
I think they go to Grimes. That's the next leg. And that's helpful too, because we all know there's not enough parking at Buckrow Beach. It is an in-demand place. It's probably going to grow. We're adding more amenities.
People can ride their bikes.
People can ride their bike. Park at Buckrow Shopping Center and ride your bike. There's lots of ways to get places. We just have to make it easier and remind people.
Yeah, we're working on several different fronts, but in May. We're also hoping people will have a little bit of fun with us during Bike Month.
And it's nice to get out in the beginning of the spring, get your bike all tuned up, and then to keep using it, at least until it gets hot. It's a little hard to ride your bike to work in August around here. But
get a little sweaty.
you can do it. Okay, is there anything else you want to add? What's the website where people can get the full details?
Hampton.gov/bike walk.
And that includes both the pedestrian plan and all the bike events that you're having. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Alison. And thank you for watching. I hope, like me, you will get your bike out of the garage, get it tuned up and ready to roll, and join some of these events during May, and then you're perfectly positioned to keep using your bike throughout those summer months. Thanks for watching.